before I lose my place here again. I think I lost here I am. Leave it to your girl here. Not ready. Of course, I'm never ready. But we do have a show for you. As soon as I find it. And I've always wanted to talk about numerology. I'm your lovely host, Nicole Gaspard, here at Whispers in the Dark. And we still have our sister channel, Mystic Whispers Podcast. Notice, like, sequence of numbers or just a number from time to time. Like, let's say there is a meaningful number with 1, 4, 3, 6, all of them. And whichever you see the most is meant for you. Right? So, like, I know this numbers 1 and 4 and sometimes 5. Now with 5, I believe it's a good manifestation number. So, yes, you had to look up numerology. In fact, when I was younger, I was studying all this stuff. Numerology, astrology. But I find numerology a little bit easier to learn than astrology. So I can remember all the house and whatever, and all that stuff. Almost there, folks. So what do you guys think when you hear, what comes to mind, really, when you hear numerology, right? So welcome back. Let's do this right. Welcome back to Whispers in the Dark. I'm your host, Nicole Gaspard, for the podcast where mysteries are explored and the unexplained is respected, and every whisper can reveal a deeper truth. I'm your lovely host, Nicole Gaspard, author, religious demonologist, all the good stuff, and tonight we're stepping into one of humanity's oldest spiritual mysteries. Can numbers carry hidden messages from the universe? There are some codes that someone found that it helps with manifestation. I'll have to look that up for another video. So if you want to listen to that more in depth, Joshua P. Warren talks more in depth about those codes. Okay, he has codes to host. And let's see. Whether you believe numerology is a divine language, a symbolic, spiritual tool, or simply an interesting way to reflect on your life. Tonight we'll explore its fascinating history, its possible spiritual belief, and how many people believe numbers can guide us through life's journey. I'll share a funny saying in a minute. So dim the lights if you dare, take a deep breath, bring some holy water, you might need it, and let's discover the hidden language of numbers. So what I'm going to share this real quick with my experience with this particular sign from a popular restaurant. I won't say which one, but it's a popular fast food chain. So what they were advertising made me laugh because Diablo means the devil, right? The devil. And then they put like number 666 below it. And then they put burger. I'm like, I'm not having that burger. Diablo 666. No, I don't think I'll pass. Oh my goodness. Oh, funny. But anyway, I make you laugh anyway, right? Hopefully. But yeah, what exactly is numerology? I get asked sometimes. Well, numerology is the base belief that numbers possess symbolic meanings beyond mathematics. Now, I'm no mathematics genius here, I'm far from it. But nearly every ancient civilization, say that 5 times, practiced some form of sacred number symbolism. And you know, the Egyptians, the Babylonians, Hebrews, Greek, even Chinese, especially Chinese, and even early Christian scholars and Romans to their Roman numerals, right? The Roman numerals. I can't see that right, sorry. But scholars often discuss similar numbers found throughout Scripture, even. Yeah. And many historians credit the Greek philosopher. I know I'm going to butcher this, so I apologize in advance. Pythagoras. Anyway, I tried. Flynn created one of the earliest structures system of numerology over 2,500 years ago. Whoa. He believed everything in the universe vibrates according to numbers. Maybe we've been doing manifestation all wrong. We have to vibrate for what we want to manifest. That is not right. But anyway, I like the part where Lucille Balla, I love Lucy, was doing numerology, and Ricky yells, Lucy, you don't like the way I vibrate? Oh my goodness, that was funny. So credit to I Love Lucy. Anyway, hashtag I Love Lucy. Numerology, so I Love Lucy. How did that happen? Anyway, to Pythagoras, there it is again. Pythagoras. Anyway, music, planets, geometry, even the human soul were connected to numerical harmony. Whoa! I didn't know that. Did you? Welcome to part 2. 7-2. Are numbers really messages? Here we go with the numbers. Y'all ready? You ever glance at the clock, and I do. I usually see 1, 1, 11, 11, 2, 22, 3, 33, and so forth. I even see 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Rarely 6, 6, 6, but sometimes I do. In receipts, on tables, wherever we're at, that you know is meant for you. They're like, what's up? What you want me to know? Mary guys, what you want me to know? Anyway, so, or repeatedly, this is a fun episode, isn't it? Or repeatedly notice the same house number, license plate, or receipt total. I thought that receipt total 666. I'm like, what? Read that again. I made everybody laugh. Anyway, some people dismiss these experiences as coincidence. Others believe they're meaningful. I'm going to say this wrong. Synchronicities. No, I said it right. Synchronicity. Yay! Anyway, psychologist Carl Jung, J is silent, I think. Carl Jung introduced the concept of synchronicity. Meaningful coincidences. Long word, so that cannot easily be explained through the cause and effect. So, many spiritual seekers, my glasses are fogging up. Many spiritual seekers, believe repeating numbers can serve as a reminder to slow down, reflect, pray, or even pay attention to what's happening in our life. Or I think 5 associated with manifesting, but I could be wrong. Okay, welcome to part 3, segment 3, the spiritual benefits of numerology. My favorite part. I can't wait to read it. Here we go. And before I dive any deeper, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor who we haven't shared off yet. I always like to say, Sun TV Network. Check them out, guys. Sun TV Network. Whew. Part 3, numerology. Many people use numerology not as fortune telling, but it's a tool for personal reflection. So, some commonly reported benefits might include greater self-awareness. Your birth date can become a framework for examining your own personality, strengths, challenges, and life experiences. Rather than defining who you are, it may encourage thoughtful reflection on your habits and choices. That's why some psychics, mostly astrologers, might ask for your birth date and time because that has to do with numbers. Sometimes it's easier for them to read numbers. So there you go. Here's my reflection. Numerology invites people to pause my thought and ask, where am I in life? Where am I headed? What lessons keep repeating? What habits should I change? And so forth. Right? These are good meditative questions, okay, to look at. Sometimes those questions matter more than the numbers themselves. And don't take it all. Seriously, take it all with a grain of salt, as I always say. Personal growth. Many practitioners believe certain numbers symbolize periods of transformation, if you will, learning, or even new beginnings, right? Just like when you pull up the death card, doesn't always mean death or doom. It means the complete opposite. The death card usually means new beginnings. So don't fear whenever they pull up the death card, okay? There we go. That part I remember. The rest I'm still learning. But I guess you can use tarot as well. So I'm still learning. So these interpretations can inspire intentional goal setting and manifestation, right? I added manifestation and positive change. Here's another factor for numbers. Spiritual mindfulness. Whether through prayer, meditation, even journaling, especially journaling. Or you can record, journal. Now with our phone, we can record video or whatever. Or quiet contemplation. Noticing similar patterns can remind us to become more aware, more present. And I even turned down my phone. Yeah. Even though you might hear a bell now and then, that's my phone. Oh, anyway. Finding meaning during difficult times. There we go. During seasons of grief or uncertainty, similar systems like numerology can help some people feel, connected to a larger story, offering comfort without replacing practical decision making. What's the part 4? Meaning behind single digits. There we go. Y'all got your note and pen ready? So, number 1 usually means leadership. New beginning, independence. Number 2, harmony, balance, relationship. Here's number 3. I want to look at number 3. Okay. Number 3 is creativity. That's why I see it. I'm very creative. And, where was that? My goodness. I am very creative. That's possibly why I see the number 3. Did I keep losing my place? Oh my goodness. Creativity, communication, joy. That is 3. Number 4. If you see number 4 by itself. Stability, discipline, hard work. Number 5. I'm reading about faster. There's a lot. Freedom, adventure, change. Number 6. Family, responsibility, compassion, Number 7, wisdom, introspection, spiritual seeking. Number 8, also another angel number. 8, 4, and 1 angel numbers. Achievement, abundance, authority. And number 6 doesn't usually mean a double number. Alright. Number 9, completion, compassion, service to others. So again, that's just for the numbers that we usually see on a clock or by themselves, or receipt or on a table, again, license plate, anywhere. Again, these meanings come from numerological tradition. Almost went to that, sorry guys. Rather than scientific evidence, but many people find them useful as symbols for reflection. Welcome to part 5, segment 5, the famous master universe numbers. I just felt like saying universe. Anyway, some numerology systems give special significance to the number 11. 9/11. Anyway, number 11 often associated with ignition and inspiration. 22 or 22, sometimes called the master builder, symbolizing turning ideas into reality. 33 or 33, frequently linked with compassion, teaching, and service. Welcome to part 6, segment 6, numerology through history. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Ancient temples often incorporated sacred geometry. Medieval scholars studied symbolic numbers, like Roman numerals. I guess they might be in there too. Religious texts across cultures even use recurring numbers to convey meaning. Examples might include 7 days of creation, 12 tribes, 12 apostles, 40 days, 40 nights in the wilderness, 3 representing completeness in many traditions. And that's what they're talking about in the Bible, in various places in the Bible. While these symbolic uses are different from modern numerology, they illustrate humanity's long history of finding meaning in numbers. Whether you see it in your dreams, especially pay attention when you see numbers in your dreams. It might be lotto numbers. Yeah, it might be lotto numbers. Welcome to part 7. Can numerology predict the future? Let's find out. This is one of the misconceptions. Most responsible numerology practitioners do not claim numbers can guarantee future events. So instead, they use numbers as symbolic tools that may encourage reflection, awareness, and personal growth, because the earth is constantly changing. That's why predicting the future is so hard. It's not definite. And the choices we make each day remain our own. Welcome to part 8. My personal thought for you, and then we're going to wrap. Throughout my years exploring spirituality and paranormal, I noticed that many people describe meaningful encounters with recurring numbers. Talk about recurring dreams. What if you have recurring numbers? Some feel confident by them, while others see them as reminders to slow down, pray, or reflect. While experiences differ from person to person, I've learned that symbols can, in fact, sometimes prompt us to look inward and consider what is happening throughout our life. So whether those moments are spiritual, psychological, or simply meaningful coincidence, they often encourage us to become more mindful of our journey. Here's listener question number 1. And they write, Nicole, I keep seeing 1111 everywhere. If someone trying to contact me, it's a possibility. And there's one often associated with angels. There isn't one universal answer. That's why I said possibly. Some people interpret repeated numbers as spiritual signs. I don't know if they would even think of them as omens, but like number 13, for example, the Winchester house has number 13 everywhere. So there you go. And while others see them as examples of our minds noticing the patterns that have become personally significant, right? So whether your perspective return numbers, can be an invitation to pause, reflect, and consider what is happening in your life at that moment. Final thoughts. Maybe numbers are simply mathematics. Maybe they're timeless symbols. Or perhaps they're gentle reminders to pay closer attention to our lives. How many times have I said that? That means something, doesn't it? Whether you believe one thing is certain, the search for the meaning has always been part of the human experience. And sometimes, even the smallest number can inspire us to ask life's biggest questions. Why am I here? Why am I here? Look at the numbers. Then you might discover your life purpose. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on another episode of Whispers in the Dark. If you enjoyed tonight's journey into the hidden language of numbers, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, and share the episode with someone who loves exploring life's mysteries with numbers. Have you ever experienced repeated numbers? I have. Or meaningful coincidences? Yep. I'd love to hear your story. You may even hear it in a future episode of Whispers in the Dark. You never know. So until next time, keep an open mind, trust your journey, and remember, stay weird. We like weird. Weird is good. Alrighty. I'm Nicole Gaspard signing off, and we will see you in the next episode of Whispers in the Dark.